Hello everybody. Oh, you can't see my mouse cursor. I always forget that. Welcome to Wednesday. We are the middle of the week. Hope everyone's okay. I am better. There you go, that's better. I am better as the heat has subsided. It's always possible. It's always positive. And I'm very close to getting the platinum trophy for Mass Effect Andromeda, so I'm very excited about that. So this is what you are all here for. This is PC Building Simulator, and like I said last week, if you didn't catch, rather than any carrying on with the missions of the career, seeing what they're going to kind of get us to do, I am in fact going to be building my home PC. Now I have more than one home PC, and I don't know what I'm going to have access to here, so I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be able to build my two main systems. I only really have two. There are other PCs in this house, but they don't matter. They're irrelevant at the moment. So I'm building my main gaming PC. This is the one that I enjoy the most. It's the one that I love. It's my main PC. And I was genuinely surprised last week when I was able to actually get my case. This is the case I have. I love this case. It costs a fair bit. I mean, it doesn't cost that much necessarily, but it's not hugely far off. It's a lovely case. I really love this case. And you know, the fact that you can see in it means you have to have lighty up bits. So as you can imagine, I have lighty up bits. Now I have said it before, but before I really get into this, see, I've cleared this desk off, and I've cleared this desk off. I only need one other desk, but I'm probably going to put another one over there. That will probably be my streaming PC. That's the one that I actually am using right now. So if I get that far, and if I can find all the bits, and I've had to put the other cases here because I don't know what to do with them. I've got to put them in the bin. Maybe I've got to put them in the bin. Let's see, can I? No, won't let me put it in the bin. Alright, I don't know how to delete them. Right, well, it can stay out here for now. But yeah, so this is my main system. It's the one that I use all the time. It's a relatively old system now. I think I've had it for 2-3 years, I think. But if we're being honest, it's 100% solid, works excellently well, and there's only really one thing in my mind that really needs upgrading. Could be the graphics card. It's all still fine, and it works with all the games and systems that I want to use. However, yeah, obviously it's not the newest in the world, and there have been quite a few upgrades since then, as I found out last week. So we're going to get into this. Yeah, last week I advised that watch this. I love this about my case. You take off the two big chunky bolts, the two big chunky screws, and the whole thing opens up. And now we're in. Look at this. It is funny because at the moment that's how it looks. I don't have this case cover on, mainly because this fan is not working. I need to get it replaced. And with that fan not working, it's an oven. It becomes an oven very quickly in here. So I have to currently have the side off while I'm waiting for a replacement fan. But yeah, last week, I mean, in fact, what I'll do is we'll carry on building, and I'll talk about what I got wrong last week when I get to the graphics cards, because that's really where it is, where the issues are. I say issues, it's not much of an issue. I'm just making sure as well that the music in the background isn't too loud, so that should all be okay. Alright, so it's funny, if this is alphabetically done, Then depends how old it goes back. I don't know that it's necessarily going to have mine in here. So you see, and that's just going to be the problem immediately. Alright, well, let's do... Yeah, I'll have to pick one of these. In fact, that looks incredibly like it. It's an AS rock, but that looks... It's definitely, the chipset's correct. It's that chipset. And it's definitely those colorings. And it's the game, yeah, I've got the gaming K4. This is the gaming 8, but it's a gigabyte one, so. Okay, so that has now gone into, has it gone into my... See, because I haven't really used this before, so okay, so I can just stick it on. Okay, bop. You've got to put the base screws in. Yeah, it looks, it basically looks the same. Mine is very red. But we'll soon find out if it is any different, because certain bits might not fit. So we will see. Okay, so there's my motherboard is down. The only thing I couldn't get information on was my power, so that is going to be interesting to see, but we're going to worry about that later. So you see there, if you look at the back, you've got all the nice connections at the back, wee bits and pieces. What we're going to go to next is I'm going to look at my processor. Oh, they are incompatible. Damn right they are. i7 770. That's it. That's the one indeed. I can't see there's going to be... Oh, there's 770. Oh, it's the wattage. Okay. That one, I believe. Open it up. In it goes. And we can close that, and it's locked itself in. There it is. So there we go. We currently have prices. Yeah, we currently have my case as close to my my motherboard that I can get, and my processor. Next, we are going to look for, this is going to be interesting, we're going to look for the water cooling, because realistically that's what is next. Oh no, it won't match under there. Haha. Oh no, sorry, EV. Right, see now, again, this is the interesting bit. I have a free fan configuration, but it looks like the most it has is 2. I mean, I have the free fan configuration. I don't know how this is going to fit either. Yeah, there you go, because that's I currently have it. I suppose it won't let me do the free because I've got the hard drive bay fitted here. My hard drive bay is across a bit. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to have to move the front off. Off you come. That fits on nicely like that. And then you screw the panel on the front, and that basically allows the fans of your water cooling system to release all the heat. There it is. So that's how it currently looks. and the logo here lights up once it's turned on and looks all lovely. Nice. Okay, well, this is coming along nicely. It's still weird that it's only 2 other than 3, but that is good enough for now. So what we'll do is do the RAM. We should have done the RAM first, in fact, because I'm not going to be able to get the RAM in while these cables are here, so we're going to remove this for the moment. I know I just did that, and I don't have to. I could have probably just put it in. I want to do this as though you would have to. You wouldn't be able to get the RAM in with that being there, so we are going to now look for the RAM. Okay, I have. So you got 2 8s, 2 premium 8s, premium 4, premium 8, premium 8, 8. Aha. Vengeance Pro. That looks pretty much like the colours that I have. So you got 400, 360. I'm pretty sure it's 360 from what I could gather. That is what I was able to find. Pretty sure it's black. I mean, if I'm being honest, again, I kind of went for everything being red. But this is... wait, we need to open. We need to open. We're going to open. We're going to open. And then we're going to install that there. And it slots right in. Select another one and we're going to slot that in and it goes. There we go. So that's my RAM. I have 16 gig. Again, these prices are all off. This isn't how much I paid, but it's a game, so I partly expect that to be the case. See, and now, realistically what you would do now is you would work on the cables, because you wouldn't want to put things across until the cables are all set. So we're going to connect the case to there. We have to connect that up, even though for me it doesn't work. And then we need power. Realistically, we need to fit the power now, I think. Power. Let's have a look at what we have. Doesn't fit. Nope. No, that was huge. See, I'm pretty sure. Again, this is the only awkward bit, because there's no way for me to get this unless I unscrewed it all and tried to find what it was. I'm pretty sure it is an 850 watt, and I don't think the model makes too much bother, and this is just a bog standard 850 watt, this one, the gigabyte. I'll use the gigabyte one. We'll fit that on there, there we go. Yeah, I'm like 95% sure it's an 850 watt. So we will now plug everything in. In it goes. There we go. Lovely. Right, so now we've got it all plugged in. We can now look at putting the cooling in. Yep, I was going to say I don't want it. Obviously, I don't want it down there. There's a fan. There's a. Put you up here. Like I said, it would be nice if I could move that across, but there isn't a free fan one anyway. So, pop. There we go. Okay, so that is looking good. So let's have a look at my list. So we've got that. We put that in. We got that. Yeah, next realistically we want to do the graphics card. Now, I told you about graphics cards last week, and I mentioned about like 1060, 1070, 1080, all of these kind of things, and these are like the main cards that you're going to want, and they've just released like 2060 and 2070 and 2080, and that they're the next step up. I'm kind of wrong in that 2060, 2070 and 2080, they're the actual current standards. They're slightly higher than their 10 equivalents. So in my mind, from what I could research, like for example the 2060 is actually on par with the 1070 rather than the 1060. So they're all a little bit better, but they're the current standards. You'd actually be hard pushed to buy these models now, because I looked the other day, I bought a graphics card for someone, and yeah, the 1070s and the 1080s are not as easy to get hold of as the others, of the newer models. But what I need is I need a 70, which is my point. At the moment I'm on a 1070. It's a very good gaming card, it really is. However, moving forward, there's a chance some games won't run at their top spec, which at the moment I can run every game on ultimate graphics and they all run perfectly. I don't have to worry. Let's have a little look. Yes, this with that one. This is the one that I have. The MSI, although it's a different. Yeah, I mean technically it's the 4 gig one. 1074 gig. It's interesting. I mean, it's the gaming. That's the 8 gig. I mean, even though the title is wrong, it looks like that. It's the 1070. It's the MSI, and it's 4 gig. So this is the card, but the wording is slightly different. But that is the exact card I have. Okay, so we're going to have to open up a little. We've got to open up the panel there. Yeah, if it's going to go here. Where's it going to go sideways? It's going to go here. Is where it's going to go. Let's remove this and this one. There we go. Slot that in there. seeing there your ports are available there for you, but you cannot forget to plug the cable in. Now I am interested to see, because I have technically forgotten something, but I'm interested to see if they've actually got space for it on this motherboard. I can't see. Maybe here. Because we're going to move on to that next. I can't see where it would fit. Okay, well, I mean, so far this is the gaming system that I use. Where there's a couple of accessories that I have that I don't know if they're going to have on here, peripherals, and it's going to be interesting to see what peripherals they have, because I noticed last week they had them, but I don't know what it's going to be like. But we're going to move on to hard drives. Is the only thing we have left. So let's have a little look at let's see what we've got. So we've done that, we've done the cooling, done the mobile, the memory, the graphics card, storage. See, power supplies we've done, cables. What are the cables going to be? They're just different coloured cables, I think. Don't care about that. The case fan is technically broken, so I do need a new one. So for now, I'm just going to leave that as it is. So it's just storage I think we have left. So I'm going to start with the slowest first. Right, so my slowest is a 500 gig hard drive. That's all it is. It's a 500 gig hard drive. It was from an old PC that I had lying around. That I was like, well, it's a hard drive, it's 500 gig. Why not just put it in the PC? I have space. So that was the plan, and that is what I have done. So this will go in there. We'll close that off, and then we're going to open the top one, because this is my main. I say my main. This is my main hard drive for my games, essentially. This is the one I use that's got all basically anything that I want access to. A lot of the main games that I'm currently in the middle of playing or messing around with, they are on this drive, because it's a faster access drive. That, it looks like it's going to have to be that one, because again, I don't think the make matters, it's more about the size, and it's the first terabyte one I've seen. Oh, it's the only terabyte one I've seen. I mean, I have a terabyte, so that one is what I have. I have a terabyte SSD, and like I said, it is technically my main it is my main one. Where does it want me to attach it though, is the question, because I've got it there, but I'm not sure. I've just put it in one of my drive bays because it doesn't really matter. I'm not sure where it wants me to, I'm not sure where I can put it, is the thing. So I don't know if it's going to let me, because normally it would at least show me where it's going to go. So maybe, I don't know, maybe there's a position that it's not letting me. Just put it in there, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So like we said, if it had the available, because you can just screw it to the top of here, and it's solid, it's set down. I have no idea. but it appears to not allow me to put my SSD drive in here. Let's have a look. I can just tick on fits this PC, that makes more sense anyway. Calling motherboard, memory, graphics card, storage, power supplies, cables, case fans, PC parts. That's weird. That's very strange. It won't allow me to install that, so fair enough. Well, in that case, what I'm going to look for instead, this is the one I'm more interested in, is what I mentioned yesterday. I have an M2 drive, and I'm interested to see if there's actually space for this on here. There appears to be. I have this one. Yeah, a terabyte, Jesus. Okay, yeah, this is the one I have, this one here. It fits. It fits there, and it does fit up here, because this is where I've got it up. Actually, I think I've got it along the side, if we're being honest. But you can see there, that's what the circles, that's how I recognised it. Because those circles are where you can fit the screw in, to screw it down. Basically, it's going to click in this side here. Shame I can't get closer. You're going to slide it into this here, and it slots in and then fits and looks like it's part of the motherboard. There you go, slots in, and then you screw it down, and there's your hard drive. That is the hard drive. It's 128 gig. It's not much, but they're so expensive. They really are. And I mean, that's no way is that 30 quid. That is a lot of money, that card. And I did want one that was bigger than that. A terabyte would be amazing, but there's no way that was going to happen. And basically, like I said yet last week, I have my operating system running on this card, and it boots. I turn the PC on, and it shows me. It says like hello, shows me the BIOS option to load, and then just Windows starts. That's it. I'm just in. It's ready to go. I don't have to wait. I don't have to do anything. It is absolutely instantaneous. And then I've got the SSD drive that it will not allow me to put on. Is my main drive for most of the programs and games that I use all the time. And then I've got this hard drive, which is a spare one, which I use. There it is. I use that for anything extra that I may want to install. Stuff that can sit there that I don't use as frequently. And for the most part, that is it. Like I said, there's a hard drive missing, but from what I can gather, so let's put the parts back. So we'll start with the front panel. Slot that back on the front there, nice and lovely. Yeah, those two USB 3, the blue at the front, are so handy to have them at the front. So yeah, this case is gorgeous. It's exactly what I needed. Slide that back on. Zip that up. Put you back on there. And again, I might be able to have the SSD drive if I can only work out where to put it. Because you have to have selected over the part that works, and I just don't know where to put it, and that's a frustrating thing. Right. So that is PC. There it is, right there. That is exactly the system I use at home. This is my gaming PC. Let's have a quick look at peripherals and see what they've actually got. See, they ain't got very much in the way of screens. keyboards. They've got more keyboard options there, I will say. Let's see if they've... I doubt they will. G. 5. No. 1, 2. No. Do not have that. Essentially, I have a skinny. That looks very similar. Looks like it's that. I don't like the hand rests, but I've got a mechanic style. I mean, technically, I could give you the one that I have or had up until about a week ago because it just stopped working, which was so frustrating. That one. That is what I had. So is it just going to give me that then? Is that it? Is that now that my... okay, well it won't let me select it, but that's the one I have. That's one I had. Just stopped working. Don't know why. Tried different cables, tried both PCs, no luck. So so I had to get a new one. I ended up getting the, let's see if I can at least find the make. Yeah, I have the Logitech G521 mechanical gaming keyboard. You can have a little look at that if you want. You can go to images on any search engine that you would like. You can have a little look at that. There's very little space not used, and it's still RGB chroma-esque style. So that's the keyboard, and again it's very similar to this, except it has the number pad. Let's see, have a look at mice. No. My mouse is essentially similar to this. Because Razer are good, but they can be expensive. Other companies are making just as good stuff. Let's see, M8600. Yeah, so my mouse is the AIVIA, spelt AIVIA, the M8600, 8600 gaming mouse, about a gigabyte apparently. And it's a really nice wireless mouse that comes like the signal box that you plug into the USB on your PC. Actually is a charger for the battery of the mouse. So when your batteries die on your mouse, you can just recharge it. It comes with a spare as well, so you've always got one on charge. And it's fantastic because whenever the mouse runs out, I can just plug the new battery in that's sitting on the deck, and plug the old one in so it will slowly charge, and I never have to worry about running out of battery or having to try and find one. It's really good. Alright, so yeah, that is my home system. Let's see. Alright, let's plug this in and just see how it looks. And the power. And the USB. Technically, I have something plugged in the bottom here, which I don't think I'm going to be able to get because they don't do extra cards. I have a USB free card. It gives me 4 extra USB free connectors because I use a lot of USB based stuff. because obviously I've got my capture so that I can record from either the Switch or the PlayStation or the Xbox or whatever I want. I have my mouse. I have so much. So having the extra card, but yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't have the extra cards kind of here. Hey, look at all the colours. And this is what mine does. Mine does all these colours. Except this. This does not do colours. This is why I have a problem, because this does not work. But yeah, I've got they all cycle, the name, the colours on the RAM and the graphics card, and the this, because this is also red. They all cycle through their colours. I've specifically got them to cycle for that reason. And yeah, there you go. That is my gaming PC. I had enough problems finding this, so I don't honestly think I'm just going to leave it running. Yeah, there's no system, so it's not going to load Windows or anything. But I like that I can see my PC there, as close as I'm going to be able to get to it. Okay, so let's just have a quick look, because I can view the shop essentially. Let's see. What they've got. The A320. A320M. I feel like this is probably the closest one. Again, I've got a gigabyte one. I feel like that is the one I have. S80X, because it's a smaller. I have a small. I'm now looking at my streaming. So. Okay. Okay, so I mean, this is similar. See, this one's slightly similar. It's just like a little square black box is what it is. There's nothing fancy to it. You can't see through it or. And these are all. Let's see, now they're going into. They're going into fancy ones. It's not these. And again, it's more square than it is rectangle. And the top ones were more square. See, is it that really? It's just that. It's nothing. Nothing fancy about it. If I click on that, I mean, see, it's still not really. I suppose that will have to do, because again, technically, this is just a plain black case, so that's as close probably as it's gonna be. Alright, so we'll go back and we will look for that is essentially what I have. And we'll see how quickly I can get this done. In it goes. Lovely. We'll go to the processor. And I am looking at a that one. Yep, the Ryzen 5 1.5. Oh, got to open up the lever arch, stick that in, then close the lever arch. There we go. So that is lovely in there, nice. And then what do I have? Yeah, I'm pretty sure if I click on you. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's trying to go to the, what's it called? Memory. And it's unknown, so that doesn't help much. Okay, so because I haven't got it open, I haven't got anything fancy. I just bought, I mean, essentially the cheapest, and I'm pretty sure these look very familiar. But they're 8 gig. Yeah, you see, and this is always going to be the problem with this, is to get exactly what it is that I've got. They don't have, in fact, this, they're 16 gigs. 8. I mean, this looks relatively similar, and it is 3200. Okay, let's grab that. In that goes. We'll put another one in. Again, technically this is a streaming PC, so it doesn't have to be as powerful as the gaming one has to be for me, because, you know, it doesn't have to be. So we are now going to look at graphics cards, which again, going by what I just said, a slightly weaker card. Here's the 3 gig. Free gig one there. Oh yeah, I've got to remove first. It was the first, was it this one? And this one, I think. But I'm going to remove all 3 just in case, and then I can always put whatever one back. No, stop it. I don't want you to go there. I don't know why it's giving me that option. It doesn't want to. Why would you put it there? You should put the motherboard here. It doesn't make any sense. Stop. God's sake, how hard was that? It was the second and third. I thought it might have been. Well, that's fine. We can put that bit back right now. Lovely. And yeah, I mean, my hard drives are hard drives. I essentially have a 500 gig HDD, just a regular hard drive. And then I have a 1 terabyte external, because moving things around and stuff, it's always worth having an external. I mean, it is funny because my other graphics card didn't look like this when it was in the other thing, but that's exactly what I have in my other one. It's weird because it was supposed to be the same, but you see it doesn't look the same. It's that there should look like this, because this is exactly what it looks like. And we've got one thing left, which is cooling. And I have seen it, so I know it's here. I think it's that one. No, sorry, yeah. This one. It's this one here. Because it's very, very tall. And then obviously it goes all out that way there. So there you go, that is essentially this is essentially what you're looking at. I don't have power, but I can plug in. Yeah, that would be a long. Pop. Yeah, that is the system that I am currently streaming on right now. That's as close as you're going to get it, as close as I'm going to get it with the bits that, you know, are available in the game. So there they are. Those are my two home PCs. As you can tell just by looking at them, one I care about a lot more because it's got a fancy open case and it's like all coloured and water cooled and very fancy, and the other one is just streaming PC, so enough to play some decent games and enough to stream, but you don't need any more than that. Yeah, so those are my home PCs. I hope that that helps anyone that's interested to know exactly what I have here at home and what you need to stream. Honestly, you don't need a huge amount to stream. You really don't. For gaming purposes. See, when I originally built this, I came into a little bit of money. And I decided I wanted to build a PC that would allow me to play games equivalent to the next gen consoles, so that way I could play all the games that are going to be released on every outlet on the PC without having to upgrade anything, without having to buy a new console or any of that. And that's what I have. This game, this system runs everything that is currently out on all of the consoles, and will run at a mostly higher end level all the games that are going to be released on all of the next gen consoles. However, the more they develop for that, the less this is going to keep up. However, I don't have much to upgrade other than that graphics card. I might get like a 2080, maybe 2080 Ti. They've got one of those. I'm pretty sure they have. Because then the motherboard can take it. I've got an i7, so it's a pretty damn powerful processor anyway. So it is literally just I need to upgrade that bit there, and everything will be glorious. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Next week we will get back to the career mode. We're going to see exactly what the career has to offer, and we are going to see who we can fix and what we can do. Tomorrow I'm going to be playing Card Life. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, to be honest, because I reached a point where I think I've only got like 4 achievements left, and even those, they're really tough, and I'm just not sure what to do. So I'm going to boot it up, and we'll see what comes to me. We'll see what we're going to do tomorrow. I've been playing it for a bunch of weeks now, so I could always look at moving on. I don't want to move on too quickly though. We'll see what happens tomorrow. So join me for that. Join me for that nonsense of I have no idea what I'm doing tomorrow. See if I can work out by then. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time.